This team is something special. From the bottom all the way to the top. Johan Rojas, Bryce Harper, who he's fine. That elbow hit, he's fine. He's totally fine. Trey Turner, Bryson Stott, Brandon Marsh, even the guys that didn't do a whole lot, like Kyle Schwarber or Alec Bohm. But then the man of the hour, Nick Castellanos, Ranger Suarez, Matt Strom, Craig Kimbrell, Gregory Soto. The list just goes on and on. It wasn't pretty. It was tough. But the Phillies, they just find ways to do it in the postseason, man. These past 2 seasons has been ridiculous. And congratulations to the Arizona Diamondbacks. You have now officially purchased your ticket to Philadelphia because you are playing us in the championship series. It's happening. The Philadelphia Phillies are hosting the NLCS for the first time in so many years. Zach Wheeler will be on the mound on Monday for Game 1. And listen, the Diamondbacks are where we were last year. The bottom seed of the wild card, 80 mid to high 80 win team, not given a shot to beat the likes of the Milwaukee Brewers, who are a pretty good team this year, and the LA Dodgers, who seemingly are always a pretty damn good team. They pulled it off. The Philadelphia Phillies, they played the Marlins, pretty heavily favored against them, but then they played the best team in baseball, the Atlanta Braves, and shut that offense down to only 8 runs and let them load the bases with walks and singles, and they couldn't do a damn thing to score more than 5 runs in 1 inning in Game 2. Well, 2 runs in one, 3 in the other, off of 2 home runs. They could not string together a big inning. They could not string in hits when they needed to the most, and the Philadelphia Phillies took advantage, shut them down, did what they needed to do offensively. Wasn't pretty at times. Bryce Harper did give us a scare, but it looks like it was just hit him in the elbow. It's probably very sensitive, along with the funny bone, that nerve right there. Probably just was not the most comfortable place to be hit for a guy coming off of Tommy John surgery. But he's okay. He came back out. He was throwing balls during the warm-ups. He pumped his fist, was celebrating with the team. That's all that matters, and this team is headed to the championship. And I'm so happy. I'm so ecstatic. And now they get a few days not the few days, they get the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. We get to enjoy the Philadelphia Eagles, which I got to talk about tomorrow. So I'm going to get right on prepping that video since I'll be working tomorrow. But let's enjoy this, baby. This was a great series. We outscored the Braves 20-8. Let that sink in. We outscored one of the best offenses in all of recent history, 20 runs to 8 runs in this most important, critical series of both teams' all these players, their whole careers, against a division rival, a team that they know very well for the second straight year have dominated in the regular season only to lose it in the postseason. It becomes a different game. It becomes a different game, and if you are not, and don't use the 5 days off as an excuse either. They were not ready to play, or they just were not in sync. They just did not look comfortable. They did not look ready, and the Philadelphia Phillies took advantage of that, and they did what they needed to do. They shut them down defensively, and offensively they put up the runs in the biggest spots. Nick Castellanos, first player ever in the postseason to have back-to-back multi-home run games. Never has happened before. Nick Castellanos made history. Trey Turner with his own home run. Bryce Harper obviously had a 2-home run game last night. Trey Turner also had one as well. Brandon Marsh had one it's just everybody's contributing, and that makes up for Kyle Schwarber and Rojas and Alec Bohm, especially those 3 who have been struggling this entire series, who haven't been able to really make good contact. You got the other people stepping up. You got the other people doing what they need to do. You have the pitching coming out and doing what it's doing. Outside of a few questionable moments, questionable decisions, and poor thrown pitches and whatnot tonight, the Phillies handled it. They did it. Matt Strom came out in the most pivotal moment when you have 2 runners on, no outs. You managed to keep all the runners where they were. No runs were scored. 3 outs were achieved, and the Phillies move on. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. This team, this city, this fan base is one of the best, if not the best ever. And this has been such a fun ride. And I'm so happy that I'm starting to cover this. And starting Sunday night, while I do have Eagles to worry about, and they are still, like, I would say they're the primary focus of this channel. Right now with the Phillies and the postseason, the way things are going, I can't stop making videos for them. And I don't think I ever will. I love this. And I'm so glad to see people actually responding and enjoying these videos and talking Phillies with me. Let's keep it going. We got the D-backs coming to Philly on Monday. Let's keep things rolling. I'll see you all very, very soon. See you guys like in 12 hours to talk about the Eagles and the Jets. Fly, Eagles, fly. Go, Birds. Fighting Phils. Keep on fighting. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Peace out, y'all.